in Hebrewism or Judaism, as people tend to be more comfortable in saying, it's encouraged that you question. It's encouraged that you question. And when you get an answer, you question that. And then when you get an answer, you question that again. So you're always in this perpetual state of chasing or running after wisdom, which is basically what the Torah talks about, how wisdom eludes you, how you have to chase her, how you have to be in pursuit of her. And so that was one of the things that really drew me, on top of the fact that you start to understand the historical practices by which you say you believe. And then, and for me, I started doing a lot of research and understanding that Christianity is an African religion. Hebrewism or Judaism is an African religion, and so the connectivity, and I started to change my mindset on how I saw spirituality, how I saw Judaism from a tribal perspective, from an African mind versus what we had been sold and given, long ago. And so as I started to do that with my family, I literally started to see the change in my marriage, started to see the change in our finances, started to see the change in my children. Why? Because there are principles that work no matter what faith you belong to. There are certain things that you can do that are going to give you the results that you're looking for, because they are literally just staples in life, like the principle or the law of gravity. Something goes up, it has to come down. It's the same way of practicing or going about your life. This is why we call it a way of life, because it's just a series of things that you do that yield you result.
I have so many questions, but the next one I want to
Yes.
ask is what principles, or you think, what laws do you think started having those different results in your family?
Well, the first thing was the practice of Shabbat. So one thing in Hebrewism is everything is about order, you know. And of course, we in Christianity we hear, okay, the husband and the wife and the children and whatever, and God is at the head of that. But in Hebrewism or Judaism, that is in fact an actual practice. When you observe Shabbat, which a lot of times Christians don't realize that when they are discussing the Last Supper, it's the Shabbat, it's the Sabbath, right? And so the blessings that are entwined in why you're doing what you're doing, from the salt, from the challah bread, from the candles, the white cloth, the head being covered, all of these things, from the talit that is placed over the heads of your children, the blessings that are integrated in the practice of the Shabbat yield literally the results of a more peaceful, fruitful, and productive family, because you're actually integrating through your words these foundational principles that have worked from the beginning of mankind.